Long, long ago, before humans inherited the earth, there was a time when beings of immense power walked the earth, beings born from the union of angels and humans. These beings, known as the Nephilim, have been a major source of controversy for thousands of years. Beings that stood head and shoulders above every other human, 6 fingers on each hand and 6 toes on each foot. While many are familiar with the basics of this story, there are fascinating details often overlooked, details that we will be unraveling in this video. We will reveal the untold story of these gigantic figures, diving deep into ancient texts and biblical passages to uncover the truth. Stay with me until the end as we explore the fascinating world of the Nephilims. The term Nephilim is first mentioned in Genesis 6, verse 1 to 4, where it describes the offspring of the sons of God and the daughters of men. The passage reads, "When human beings began to increase in number on the earth, and daughters were born to them, the sons of God saw that the daughters of humans were beautiful, and they married any of them they chose. Then the Lord said, 'My spirit will not contend with humans forever, for they are mortal. Their days will be 120 years. The Nephilim were on the earth in those days, and also afterward, when the sons of God went to the daughters of humans and had children by them. They were the heroes of old, men of renown. The word Nephilim itself is derived from the Hebrew root NPL, meaning to fall. This has led to various interpretations, with some believing the Nephilim were fallen angels themselves, while others see them as the giant offspring of such unions. The story of the fallen angels was fully accounted for in the Book of Enoch, an ancient Jewish text that provides a more detailed account of these celestial beings and their transgressions. According to the Book of Enoch, a group of angels, led by Azazel, descended to earth and took human wives. These unions resulted in the birth of the Nephilim, who were described as giants and beings of great strength and wisdom. According to this text, a group of 200 angels, known as the Watchers, were tasked with watching over humanity. However, these angels, led by their chief, Semjaza, became enamored with human women. Their desire led them to make a pact to descend to earth and take human wives. This act of rebellion is vividly described in the Book of Enoch. The agreement among the Watchers marked the beginning of their fall. They descended upon Mount Hermon, a location that would become synonymous with their transgression. Here they took wives and fathered a race of giants known as the Nephilim. Among the fallen angels, Azazel is one of the most prominent figures. His role extends beyond mere transgression. He is often depicted as the primary corrupter of humanity. Azazel is credited with teaching humans forbidden knowledge, including the crafting of weapons and the art of cosmetics. Azazel's teachings led to widespread corruption and violence, fundamentally altering human society. The knowledge he imparted was seen as a direct defiance of divine will, contributing to the moral decay that caused the Great Flood. The transgressions of the fallen angels and the existence of the Nephilim did not go unnoticed by the divine realm. God commanded the archangels to act against the fallen angels and their offspring. The archangels, Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, and Uriel, were tasked with specific duties to curb the spread of corruption. Azazel was bound and cast into the abyss, while the other fallen angels were imprisoned and awaited final judgment. The Nephilim, on the other hand, faced destruction through the Great Flood, as their existence had significantly contributed to the corruption of the earth. Genesis 6, verse 5 to 7 explains, "The Lord saw how great the wickedness of the human race had become on the earth, and that every inclination of the thoughts of the human heart was only evils all the time. The Lord regretted that he had made human beings on the earth, and his heart was deeply troubled. So the Lord said, I will wipe from the face of the earth the human race I have created, and with them the animals, the birds, and the creatures that move along the ground, for I regret that I have made them. The flood was not just a means to end the physical existence of the Nephilim and the corrupt humans, but also served as a symbolic reset for humanity. It marked the end of an era dominated by the influence of the fallen angels and their offspring. The Nephilim's presence in the Bible is not limited to Genesis. They are mentioned again in Numbers 13, verse 33, when the Israelites encounter giants during their exploration of Canaan. The verse says, "We saw the Nephilim there. The descendants of Anak come from the Nephilim. We seemed like grasshoppers in our own eyes, and we looked the same to them." This passage suggests that the Nephilim, or their descendants, survived the Great Flood, continuing to play a role in the biblical narrative. The significance of the Nephilim in the context of the flood is crucial. Some scholars argue that their existence was one of the reasons for the flood, as God sought to cleanse the earth of their corruption. The Book of Jubilees, another ancient text, supports this view, adding that the Nephilim were destroyed in the flood, but their spirits remained, continuing to influence humanity. This passage raises intriguing questions about the survival of the Nephilim lineage. Some interpretations suggest that a remnant of the Nephilim survived the flood, either through direct descendants or through a recurring pattern of fallen angels interacting with humans. Even in later years, there is enough evidence to suggest that Nephilims still existed after the flood. We all know about Goliath. He was a giant like no other. Standing over 9 feet tall and clothed in armor that gleamed like the sun, he struck fear into the hearts of all who beheld him. He was a champion from the Philistine camp who fought as an armored warrior. 1 Samuel chapter 17, verse 4. His size alone was not his only imposing feature. He wore a massive bronze helmet and a coat of scale armor made of overlapping metal plates, weighing over 125 pounds. Bronze shields protected his legs, and a bronze javelin was slung between his shoulders. The shaft of his spear was as thick as a weaver's beam, and its head alone weighed about 15 pounds. A shield bearer marched ahead of him, carrying a shield as large as a person. 1 Samuel chapter 17, verses 5 to 7. That description of Goliath is the typical description of a Nephilim. Other Nephilims still were also given account of. We learn of Goliath's 4 brothers. There was another war with the Philistines at Gob, where Elhanan, the son of Jare-Oregim, the Bethlehemite, killed Goliath, the Gittite, whose spear shaft was like a weaver's beam. These imposing figures, Lami, Saf, Ishbi-Benob, and an unnamed giant notable for his 6 fingers on each hand and 6 toes on each foot. The Nephilim's depiction as giants has been analyzed in light of archaeological findings and ancient historical records. Some researchers propose that the stories of giants may have been inspired by the discovery of large skeletal remains, or the exaggerated accounts of historical figures known for their extraordinary stature and strength. The story of giants and demigods is not unique to the Bible. Many cultures have similar myths and legends. In Greek mythology, the Titans were giant deities of incredible strength who were overthrown by the Olympian gods. Norse mythology speaks of the Jotnar, a race of giants who were in constant conflict with the Geats. These parallels suggest a common theme in human history: the idea of powerful beings who once walked the earth, leaving a lasting impact on human civilization. The Nephilim, whether viewed as historical figures or mythological beings, embody this personality of beings who bridge the gap between the divine and human realms. While trying to uncover hidden facts from the story of the Nephilim, we have journeyed through ancient texts, biblical passages, and cultural myths, We have explored the mysterious origins of these beings, their role in ancient history, and their lasting impact on human imagination. The tale of the Nephilim is the tale of the fallen angels, and it is not just a story of rebellion and corruption. It is a testament to humanity's constant quest for knowledge and understanding of our past. Whether viewed as literal beings or symbolic figures, their story continues to intrigue and inspire. It serves as a reminder of the delicate balance between the celestial and earthly realms, and the enduring impact of ancient history on our modern imagination. If you found this journey fascinating, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Share your thoughts and theories about the Nephilim in the comments below. Until next time, keep exploring the mysteries of our ancient past.